Oh my. Oh, well, hey, bitch. It's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel, honey. Listen, I'm over here doing too much, child. I'm over here texting. I'm over here writing down stuff, child. It's so much I have to get into. I'm just writing down my task because y'all is working me. Okay? Girl, I'm over here looking at all these interviews and stuff. I gotta go and check out, child. It is just so much. It's just so much going on, girl. Oh my God. I just got a lot I gotta get into. But anywho, without further ado, we're gonna get into what we came here for today, and that is a quick chat. I know we haven't talked about that for a minute over here on this channel, but I also feel like it ain't really been shit out there to talk about high key. But we're gonna get into some stuff on today. All right. So make sure you're liking up the video and you are subscribing to the channel. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into our first topic. Okay. Let's get into the first topic. It looks like Mr. Jussie Smollett has his conviction overturned. All right. Now, I was a little confused because it appeared as though the overall conviction was overturned, saying that he was not technically guilty. When it came down to the quote unquote hoax that people said, when it came to the noose on his neck and the alleged hate crime and all this and that. But he has been very adamant to this day that, he was telling the truth. Okay, I was telling the very truth. What I said happened to me happened to me. And it seems that they overturned, I guess, a second conviction or something. I feel like I'm still confused about it, honestly. And I know that the Shade Room is only going to give us a brief synopsis of what's being said, but we'll go ahead and check this out. They're saying Smollett's appeal argued that a special prosecutor should not have intervened after the Cook County State's attorney initially dropped the charges. So maybe they are appealing everything. Because remember, the first time they brought these charges, they were dropped. I do remember that. And then someone else came in and decided to pick those charges up. So it sounds like they are overturning everything because they're saying that the charges should have never been picked up to begin with, right? Or at least not to begin with, but the second time they should have never been picked up, pushing this prosecution. Now, for me, I do feel like, it doesn't mean that he didn't do it. We still don't know if he did or not. They brought the charges up against him, but for them to drop the charges, I would think that they believed that he wasn't lying about everything that people were saying that he was lying about. And for the special prosecutor, because it started to get viral and started to become a bigger case, deciding to push forward with a trial and charges, I think what they're saying is that he should have never did that. Okay, once the charges were dropped, they were dropped. And who the hell do you think you are to pick up these charges and continue to prosecute? You were wrong. Okay, that's what it sounds like to me. They're saying that the actor had been convicted of 5 counts of disorderly conduct. He was sentenced to 150 days in jail, serving only 6 of those days, and he was given 30 months of probation in order to pay over $130,000 in restitution. Now, I don't know if he's going to get a refund back. I would think so if y'all overturn the conviction. So whatever he may have paid out, I will want to believe that they're going to send him that money back because he should have never been charged. And this case should have never went forward after the charges were originally dropped. Okay. So people are going to say like he still did it. He's still guilty. And you could be right. And then you could be wrong. Because if the state county's attorney decided to drop the charges, they may have felt like he didn't do anything wrong, potentially. Right? Maybe. Maybe they could have. And they had not enough evidence to push this case forward to actually prosecute. Potentially. Okay, we're not really going to rehash and go into the details of what really happened during that incident. Just know that it was an attack on him in 2019, and the police felt as though he lied about the overall situation. Okay, and now here we are all these years later where he has now been somewhat vindicated. So maybe he'll be welcomed back into Hollywood. All right. I don't think he's fully stopped. I know he's worked on his own projects that he's put out there. Taraji P. Henson has been very supportive of him throughout this time. And now we're learning that, hey, he good. Now, this is a statement from the Illinois Supreme Court. They're saying today we resolve a question about the state's responsibility to honor the agreements it makes with defendants. So when y'all make these agreements, y'all got to stand by what the hell y'all say. Specifically, we address whether a dismissal of a case by nolle prosecute, did I say that right? Prosecute? Get me together in the comments. Allows the state to bring a second prosecution when the dismissal was entered as part of an agreement with the defendant, and the defendant has performed his part of the bargain. We hold that a second prosecution under these circumstances is a due process violation. We therefore reverse the defendant's conviction. So when the charges were dropped and they came to some agreement, like we're going to dismiss these charges, I thought when the charges are dismissed, there really is not much of an agreement. It's just that maybe you're a first-time offender or whatever. We're going to go ahead and dismiss these charges. You're free to go. We're free to go. Goodbye. Okay? That's what I thought typically happens, but I don't know. But for them to bring the charges back, they was wrong. They shouldn't have did that. They shouldn't, because the charges were dropped. It doesn't mean that he's innocent or guilty, or we still don't know. That's still in limbo, and that we'll leave that to your own personal opinion at that point, right? Because that's your personal opinion. That's how you feel. Okay, that's your personal. My personal, I don't know. I don't know if he really lied, okay? I don't know. Because it's so weird to lie about it. So that's why I'm still like, did he really? Did you went through all of this to lie? Can't be. Stop playing. No, you didn't. I don't know, okay? I did meet Jussie shortly after that moment. You know, he was really nice, okay? And we did get pics together, so really nice guy. But anywho, aside from that, all right, that's what's going on. So, hey, a lot of people are feeling like, listen, if y'all can vote a president back into the office or into the White House that has done his own share of violations, then I guess Jussie is free to walk too, okay? Let the man back into Hollywood is what some of the people are saying. All right, so that's what's going on with Jussie. Welcome him right on back to Hollywood. I'm sure Lee Daniels and maybe Tyler Perry are just waiting to give him an opportunity. So congratulations and good luck. All right, let us go ahead and move on to the next thing we have here. Girl, speaking of things being dropped and dismissed, it appears that Grace Jabari, the ex of Mr. Johnathan Majors, now fiance of Miss Megan Good, she has also dropped her assault and defamation lawsuit against him. All right. Now they're saying that this is according to Variety. All right. They're saying that Jabari hit the actor with the lawsuit back in April. All right. The attorneys for both parties filed a joint notice with the court on Thursday stating that all claims against defendant in the above caption action are hereby dismissed with prejudice, meaning she cannot, from my understanding, filed this again against him. Okay. It was understood from what I gathered from it was that once he was found. So here's the thing. Johnathan had 4 charges for the people that did not understand. Okay. And 2 of those charges, he was found not guilty. Basically, he was found not guilty for the intent, meaning he did not intend to harm Grace Jabari the night that it happened. That was not his intent. He was found not guilty. However, he was found guilty because although it was not his intention to harm her, his actions still led to her being harmed. That's like me going through a door. I'm pushing the door open. I didn't know you were behind the door, right? And it hits you in the face and your nose started bleeding or something. Now, my intent was not to harm you. However, as a result, it did. So I'm in trouble, just a little piece, okay? So that's what the situation was. And to him, I guess his attorneys in here thinking to themselves like, well, wait a minute. If you feel like he didn't intend to do it, then why is you charging him because it ended up happening, even though that wasn't his intent? We finna appeal this for whatever reasons they're appealing it, okay? Once that appeal happened, Grace feels as though him saying that he did not harm her, he went on to do another interview where he said he has not physically violated a woman, including her. She felt like that was defamation. And she's suing him for, she filed for a civil suit against him. I feel like she didn't really have grounds, in my opinion, because he has every right to say that he did not do what he did. That is the reason why people appeal, in my opinion. Okay. Now, I'm not no lawyer girl. Okay. I'm just giving y'all my personal. So I didn't really understand her suing him anyway. Okay. Just a little piece. Now here we are, shortly after he has announced that he is indeed married, or I'm sorry, engaged to Megan Good. We get this news that she's dropping the lawsuit. Now it makes me question what else is in the pipeline for Mr. Majors, okay? Because when they were on this at the Ebony Power 100 event, a question was asked of Megan and him, and one of the answers she gave was something about them looking forward to all good things to come. What's in the pipeline? Because right when she said that, a few days later, we learned that this is a good thing that this young lady has dropped the lawsuit against him. So is he going to be getting more acting opportunities? I don't know if he's going to get the Marvel opportunity. I feel like it's a possibility. I know a lot of people might be like, oh, Marvel's never going to work with him again. Baby, Marvel has worked with people that are worse. Okay? So I think it's about how he rehabilitates his image, how he goes and presents himself, and if that's going to be interesting, if he may even get a reversal on his own verdict to saying that he's found not guilty on both charges. I don't know when or if that will ever come, but if so, will he be able to re-enter this space and be successful as an actor? Because he's a phenomenal actor. I'm gonna give him that. Very phenomenal actor. I do think Johnathan can be a bit manipulative. I will be honest about that, okay? I think he has that in him. Now, he may not have physically really, with the intent, harmed a woman like that, but I do think he has the capabilities as most men to get inside your head mentally and wear you the fuck out. Okay? Now, make no mistakes. I do feel like they both were toxic in this relationship, and nobody's going to change my mind on that. I don't give a damn, okay? If you feel like I'm giving a grace to Johnathan, then great. Whatever you think you're right. Whatever you think you're right, because it's not changing over here. I think they were both a bit toxic, okay? And I think it was a scheme that Miss Jabari set up in that home to come to Johnathan with the BS. The man couldn't even get into his own house. He had to call somebody to help get him into his home, only to find her stretched out, because I feel like she created a whole scene. You sure you're not an actor? I think she may be an actor as well. But anywho, created a whole scene not knowing this man was going to call the cops, because he like, oh shit, what the hell done went down? Let me call the people. Okay? It's given a scheme that she set up that may have gone a bit too far. All right? And here we are. Okay, I think they both had a little bit of toxicness in them, but either way, they're both moving on. The lawsuit has been dropped against him, and now I'm wondering what opportunities are going to be coming his way. Is Michael B. Jordan going to want to come back and be able to potentially revisit the opportunity of having him be a part of Creed, because that was something they were working on together. Now, I do know Michael B. Jordan was supposed to do a version where he focuses on his daughter that I believe is Death. That's going to be great. I was already pinpointing that when I saw the last Creed. I said, oh, watch. She going to be that girl. So I wonder what's going to happen with that, if he's going to return back to Creed, the Marvel universe, or whatever happens. But we'll wait and see. Okay? Either way, good luck. Okay? Congratulations and good luck to Johnathan and Miss Jabari. We'll wait and see how things are going to play out from here. All right? There's that. Let's get into another civil situation. Botham, I believe that's how you say his name, Botham Jean, passed away many years ago by way of being, in my opinion, murdered by an officer who is still in jail at this particular time. I believe her name was it Amber Geiger or something like that? Yes, it was. It was Amber Geiger. That was her name. She showed up to the wrong home, from my understanding. I believe he opened the door, and I believe she gunned him down. I guess it was accidental or whatever, but it resulted, it just was senseless. He didn't have to lose his life, okay? She went to the wrong apartment, entered his home instead, and she killed him, and now she's serving 10 years in prison for his murder. I think she's tried to get out recently, and they shut her down. But his family ended up winning almost $100 million civil lawsuit, okay? They $98.65 million in damages, and girl, I can imagine how much of that money that his attorney is about to get. I can imagine how much of that money his attorney is about to get. And I'm glad that his family is receiving something for his death. They're saying that the family was awarded $60 million in punitive damages, $38.6 million in compensatory damages. And it looks like the $98.65 million award to the family exceeded the $54 million that they were seeking. So they got way more than what they were seeking, child. And this coming from the Dallas. So who's going to be paying? So who's paying this? I guess that's against the state. I don't know if it's against the state or the police department, but they want a lot of money. And I'm just wondering if this is going to fall back on the citizens of the area. And if taxes or something is going to go up to where y'all going to have to pay this for their negligent ass actions. This is terrible for y'all, but good for the family. I told Satan, get thee behind. Victory today is mine.
Be like Bo. Be like Bo. Be like Bo.
I think they said what? Be like Bo. Good for y'all. Good for y'all. I mean, it's crazy when you get this amount of money. Like, that's awesome, right? But then it still has to sit in that it's not going to bring the family member back. And whatever joy you're going to get from gaining this money, they can't share it with you. And I could just imagine how bittersweet of a moment that this is for them. I do want to get into the statement from Ben Crump, where they say the legal team for the family of Botham Jean, including civil rights attorney Ben Crump, Darrell Washington, Brooke Cluse, and Gabrielle Higgins, along with Romanucci and Blandins. They're saying, and a few others, they issued the following statement after the $98.65 million verdict. They said the verdict stands as a powerful testament to Botham's life and the profound injustice of his death. On September 6th of 2018, Botham was doing nothing more than sitting in his own home eating ice cream when Amber Geiger, an off-duty officer, wrongly entered his apartment and fatally shot him. Like, and that story just never made sense to me. You just entered his home and just started blasting. Child, she needs more than 10 damn years in prison, in my opinion. They're saying this case laid bare critical issues of racial bias and police accountability that cannot be ignored. Today's verdict sends a clear message that law enforcement officers who commit crimes cannot be insulated from the consequences of their actions. But let a lot of y'all tell it, y'all voted a man in that is going to grant people like him immunity. And a lot of, or not shall I say people like him, but I mean people like her, immunity. And a lot of y'all are not going to get it or understand until you're standing in the shoes of Botham Jean's family. Real sad, child, but this what y'all wanted. It's been so many crazy things going on within the Trump administration already, and they ain't even hit the White House, girl. And all I could do is kind of chuckle. I said I'm gonna try my best to not even discuss it or talk about it. Okay? But I just have to sit back and watch, because this is what y'all wanted, and y'all damn sure about to get it. All right? But congratulations to the family on being awarded such a large amount, of money for the death of their family member. But it's still sad, because that man could have been here if it wasn't for somebody's negligent actions. Really sad. And I really wish she could spend the rest of her life in prison, in all honesty. But, I'm glad she's not getting out no time soon. So that's what we have with Botham Jean, the latest update in the news regarding his story. Let us go ahead and get into more, honey, because we just flying through this. Now, someone else that lost their life to senseless death, tragedy, all of that. Latavion Johnson. This shit got me I'm really pissed about it, because this baby just graduated high school. 18 years old. Couldn't even really enjoy, if he was a student at Tuskegee, couldn't even enjoy that without being taken out. And it just pisses me the fuck off so much, because Tuskegee is a HBCU. And, I graduated from an HBCU myself, Alabama State University. And I know at our homecoming more recently, once the game was over, there was someone that was shooting out there. And I'm like, what y'all got going on that y'all shooting at games? Like, that doesn't typically happen at our homecomings. Like, I'm like, what is going on? But I know my hometown has gotten really crazy. Okay. Alabama State is exactly where my hometown is. And it's just gotten crazy with all the different shootings and killings and things that's happening. Like, people just don't care. Like, it's just so sad. And for y'all to take y'all bullshit down to Tuskegee, where the people already don't got nothing down there in Tuskegee. So for them to have the university and they're having this homecoming, they having the time of their life. They're having an amazing time. And you take a moment of reuniting, a happy moment, a moment that's going to be filled with a lot of positive memories, and you take it to some negativity and you out there and you shoot it. Like, I need them to find who this was. It looks like they may have found who he was. He or multiples. But it's just really sad. You just out there having a good time with your family, your friends, or whatever, vibing. Nobody is expecting to go to an event and lose their fucking life because you niggas is reckless. It pisses me off. They're saying the parents of Botham Jean, the teenager killed during Tuskegee University's homecoming, filed a lawsuit against the school. It happened on y'all property. When you have a large amount of people on your property, you owe a duty to protect these people as much as you can. And I hope that Alabama State is taking note. Number one, y'all were the first ones to have people shooting on y'all campus, but there were no fatalities or anything, right? Y'all gonna have to hike up the security over there or something, okay? Y'all gonna have to restructure some things. Or y'all would be ones faced with the lawsuit too. Now Tuskegee is faced with it. And although some part of me is like it was a little bit out of their control, it still was within y'all's control because it happened on your campus. So I don't know if y'all gonna need some type of metal detector. I don't know what y'all gonna need on the outside to secure the safety of people, but y'all may have to do, y'all, I don't know. Y'all gonna have to do something better to make sure stuff like this does not happen in the future, okay? They're saying the Johnson family filed a wrongful death lawsuit that targets two security companies, International Protection Investigation Agency and JLL Americas Incorporated. Also included in the suit is former Tuskegee University Police Chief Terrence Calloway and one of the men who has been arrested, Jussie Smollett. Okay, so they're suing good. Good. Maybe when these families start suing you motherfuckers for killing their family members, maybe y'all will stop. Who knows? Okay. And maybe you won't. I don't know. But they're saying 16 others were injured in this shooting. 2 arrests have been made so far on charges of illegal machine gun conversion devices, not for the actual shooting. Not for the actual shooting, but people was just arrested for having illegal machine guns. So are y'all needing to continue to do forensics to identify whose gun actually put bullets into this young man? Ooh, and I just really feel for the parents because it's always been a struggle to get your black young men to the point of graduating high school. That's one major milestone. And then getting them through college as well. And for them parents to feel like they have reached one milestone and then now they can't even celebrate nothing else. I feel for them. I really do. That is just so sad. They're saying the suspect named in the lawsuit is Jussie Smollett claims to fired his gun but did not hit anyone, is what he say. So it's given they need to do additional forensics on this. In the lawsuit, Tamika and Larry Johnson alleged that Myrick killed their son. It also states that Calloway was aware of the numerous violent occurrences, including the previous discharges of weapons and physical threats. In addition, he was fired as chief of campus police after the shooting, and he should have been fired. But you've been made aware of numerous violent occurrences, and you haven't tried to do anything about it, sir? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. People are saying, I guess in the comments, that the university is not at fault, but they are. They are. This happened on their campus. I feel like anybody, because I had that immediate thought too, like, what the university do? But when you think about it, they are at fault, y'all. It's really no different than concert goers going to concerts and getting stampeded upon, getting trampled on. Baby, if it's your concert that you're hosting, you are liable. You're liable. That's why Travis Scott got sued. So to me, it's really no difference. You are responsible for taking care of these people that are pouring money into your school, your event, whatever the case is. You're supposed to protect them. That's why it's put in place that when you have over a certain amount of people at an event, you're required to have a certain amount of security. They're liable, y'all. And that's for any university. It is what it is. Okay? So, rest in peace to this young man. I'm so sorry that this had to happen and your life was cut short. I'm so sorry. Sending condolences to his family. Like, I can imagine the call. I don't know if they were there with him at the homecoming or if they just woke up to a call of your child has been unalive. Like, it's just, I can't. It's a lot. And I'm glad they filed a lawsuit immediately. Gonna have to deal. Okay? Because it is the fault of the university and those they put in place to protect. I believe that. But I'll leave you guys to have your thoughts and comments down below. Okay? Let us go ahead and move on to the next thing here. Speaking of universities, shout out to University of Texas. They're offering students whose families make less than $100,000 free tuition. Okay? And they waiving fees. Now, my question is this tuition for the entire 4 years? Or is this tuition for a year or two? Or is this tuition only free as long as your parents are making less than $100,000? Excuse me. I love that. I love that. I like that. I'm here for it. Is your attendance super low that you guys needed to make these changes or something? Hell, they trying to about get rid of the grant and Pell Grant, the Pell Grant and whatever programs that's going to allow people to go to school for free anyway. So the fact that y'all made this decision, I like it. But I don't know. With the new administration, they may try and hit y'all with a double whammy or something. He may feel like y'all are operating against the other folks whose families make more than $100K. He may feel like y'all being prejudiced in some type of fashion. He might try and connect this to some DEI situation so the people can sue y'all. Ain't no telling. But again, this what you wanted. It's what you're getting. The yuck. Okay. Now they're saying that the University of Texas system announced that their undergraduate students whose families make $100,000 or less will receive free tuition and fees waived starting in the fall of 2025. This decision resulted in the expansion of the Promise Plus program. They're saying that the board will take a final vote, and once approved, the system will disperse about $35 million directly to 9 universities included within this system. Shout out to y'all. Now, does that just go for Texas residents, or can a person from anywhere whose parents make less than $100,000 come into Texas and get a full ride? Let the people know, honey. Okay. Now, they said to be in a position to make sure our students can attend a UT institution without accruing more debt is very important to all of us. And as long as we are here, we will continue our work to provide an affordable, accessible education to all who choose to attend a UT institution. To meet eligibility requirements, student must be Texas residents enrolled full-time in undergraduate programs, and candidates must apply for applicable state and financial aid. Now listen, if y'all want this opportunity, child, y'all might need to figure out how long do you have to be in the state of Texas to actually be considered a resident of Texas. With that being said, if you're trying to migrate from Georgia in hopes of having a better future or something, you might need to get on there and see if you can slide over to Texas in some type of capacity, honey, and go ahead and do your thing. But I do hope that with Texas making this decision, that it does encourage other universities to follow suit. right? That would be nice, okay? So either way, good luck to all of those people. Let's keep going. Child, let's talk about T.I. We're going to get into this audio. T.I. decided that he was going to roast a bouncer because he was denied entry into a restaurant of some sort. So he going to roast the person. Now, I don't know if the roast was warranted or not, but a lot of times because we think people are famous, we think everybody knows who they are, and not everybody knows who they are. Sometimes famous people think that they get a leeway that other regular people don't get. And sometimes it's a chuckle to see that y'all are being put in your place and that you ain't no different than us. You still got to show that ID. You know what I'm saying? Because that is company protocol. All right. And I'm not going to lose my job because, yeah, you can come in here and I can let you in. But when you go back home after you done had your fun, they could end up firing me. And I ain't got no damn job no more. All because I did not ID Mr. T.I. But at the same time, they could try and fire you because you did not let a person like T.I. into their company, which would then possibly bring more attention to their company. So they could have missed out on business. You know, so I don't know, girl, but we going to see what's going on.
I'm right here in Austin, Texas. I'm in Austin, Texas on, what it is? It's 6th Street? East 6th Street. On East 6th Street at a place called Revelry. Rainy? Okay, Rainy Street, place called Revelry. There's a sucker up here at the front. There's a sucker right here at the front. This sucker right here talking about I need some ID to get in somewhere. Huh? Don't worry about it. This sucker right here talking about I need some ID to get in somewhere. Any nigga with some shoes like that ain't gonna keep me out of nowhere, man. Nigga wear them peppermint patty shoes. This man got on a goddamn Walmart Versace shirt, boy, with them Ross pants. And here, boy, what your nipple hard for, man? What your nipple hard for, man? That boy got them thick ankle. But look at that boy ankle poking out the side of them peppermint patty shoes. But what is that, velvet? What is that, velvet? Hell no. Yeah. Appreciate you too, buddy. We on him right now, though. But look at the shoes, boy. Who gave you them goddamn shoes, boy? Your grandma put them up in a birthday card. Was for $5, $6, didn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me, man. All right, now. All right. Back to your business. Y'all, I'm right here.
I think that was stupid. I liked how the boy reacted. Like, you can say whatever you want to say about me. Like, it ain't changing nothing over here. Okay? I just thought that was whack. And then you trying to down him about his attire as if he really can afford the shit that you wear when y'all have two different types of professions. And he's just doing his job. Like, I don't know. I saw somebody in the comments say something like, this is exactly why his son acts the way that he does. Speaking of King. And I said, you ain't never lied. I thought that was a chuckle. But I just think this was stupid to me. Like, what did you gain from trying to roast him? Now, if that boy would have turned around and roasted your ass back and then really ate you up, then you would have been sick about it. You would have been mad. You would have been trying to fight. So, you can't do that with everybody now. I didn't think that was cool. Somebody says it was very tacky and classless. Even worse, talking to a brother like that. This ain't his establishment. Next thing you know, that man out of a job for you. That's what I'm saying. Are you gonna circle back and drop some more in his pockets if that was the case? Child. Somebody said, how you hang from outside? You can't even get in. I know that's right. Someone else says, wow, disrespected the man for doing his job, then insulting him for not wearing name brand clothes to work. These are the people we celebrate. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Now let's see. This person says, as a business owner, I commend the security guard for performing his duties with integrity, regardless of who is involved. No one is above the rules, and professionalism should always be respected. Attempting to undermine or dehumanize someone for simply doing their job is a disappointing stance to take. If he were to lose his position for upholding his responsibilities, would you step up to compensate him? This situation reflects poorly, and accountability matters. I agree. He was just doing his job. Like, the roast wasn't necessary. Okay? The roast wasn't necessary. You should be having your ID on you. That's not his fault. That's your fault. And you trying to put on to him a problem that is yours because it damn sure ain't his because you the one that ain't got your ID. Okay? Make it make sense for me. Whack. Whackity whack whack. Wacky whack. Let's move on. Okay? Now let's pause because now we're about to get into Ari Fletcher. Okay? Ari Fletcher and her former assistant Tuson have been beefing. Make sure you liking up the video at this point too. I know some of y'all may have forgot, but let me remind you. So her and her former assistant have been beefing for some time. She gifted him a check for his birthday of about $20,000, right? But he never actually received the money. He goes to the dealership trying to buy a vehicle, and she, instead of giving him the money, talked directly to the dealership, okay? She was trying to give the money to the dealership. When I hear that, what I hear is he's not good with money. I'm going to gift him that much, but I'm going to put it towards something that I know he needs because I don't trust him with money because he ain't good with it. That's what I'm hearing. So he tries to do something that was allegedly fraudulent, and she ended up getting a call about it, and therefore, unfortunately, could not move forward with getting his car because of something that was fraudulent. And I don't blame her for holding on to it because I don't want to be connected to anything that you're doing fraudulently. Yes, I am trying to gift you something, but if I gift this to you and you get in trouble and they come back to me and it looks like I'm trying to fund your fraudulent ass business, we not having that when I got a little one that I got to look after and my family I take care of. You got me fucked up. Okay, so I also feel like it's her money, and if she want to slick renege a little bit, she can renege. Now, I don't know. Judge Mathis may have told her you gifted it to him, so you need to pay him that. But then at the same time, when it's connected to something fraudulent, I think that it changes the scope of the situation a bit for me, okay? And maybe for the judge too. But let us listen to what she has to say because she talks about spitting on Tucson and she gets into more things. Tucson, let me say this before we get into it. Tucson aired out their issue all on social media. It's supposed to be seen on their new show Impact, and I haven't been watching Impact to really know. He was featured on some of Ari's cooking shows on YouTube. He told her that he wanted to get in on some of that money that she was making from YouTube. I don't know why he didn't address that on the front end to get a contract or something versus the back end. But if she's paying you a stipend as her assistant, maybe you're getting it then. I'm not sure. But he wanted some money, and I guess she wasn't putting him in on that. So what he did was he goes to her channel, and he strikes all of her videos that includes him in it. That's some messed up stuff, okay? But hey, he's upset. He didn't get his $20K. He's thinking you gifting it to me. You said you was going to give it to me. You weren't going to give it to me. Cool. Two can play that game. Let me go ahead and strike these videos. So it's been a whole lot going on, okay? But let us get into it.
You felt bad about the spitting.
No, not looking at it now. I don't.
Oh!
He was down there driving down the street when I spit. Like, it's wrong to spit on or at somebody, granted. But it's like, you were nowhere near me. Like, I think that was, it's kind of like when you say that to somebody, like, oh, just
He did make it seem like she spit on him.
spit at me. Mm-hmm. In your head, you like, oh, absolutely not. And then it's like, bro, you all the way down the street. Like, you tried to carry that to make it a big thing. Like, it wasn't even that serious. But no, that like, you were nowhere near me at all. You were literally putting your seat in the car. Like, it's so much you heard, so no, you didn't. Like,
oh my gosh. Not that she's gonna stand on it, she's gonna stand 10 toes down, okay? Don't talk to her about that spitting no more.
the spitting.
You felt bad.
Just sent a big down payment on a car for him. Talking about I owe him. You crazy as hell. I can't believe that I played like that. I ain't never owe nobody shit in my motherfucking life. The only motherfucker I owe is the IRS. You thought.
You're leaving because you got put the out. So be motherfucking clear about that.
Okay.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Not,
What you talking about? Stop playing with me.
stop playing with me.
No, you stop playing with me.
No, he played too much though, because that's what it looks like. It look like Ari is dead ass serious with him, and Tucson over here like playing. Like, girl, you stop playing with me. Like, girl, anyway, like whatever.
You stop playing with me.
Okay.
You stop playing with me. You stop playing with
I got a
me.
police going on.
What you talking about?
And every time she walked off, he would turn around and like come back. It's like, girl, this is a damn mess. But anywho, let's get into more. Because she also speaks on the friendship and whether they'll rekindle.
I do have to ask you this quick fan question because the people want to know. Do you ever think you can rekindle your friendship? They're gonna keep asking.
With who? With Tuson?
Tucson.
Absolutely. I wouldn't go to his funeral.
That's
Absolutely
crazy
not.
word.
No. Once you go, it's like the internet.
That's crazy.
You play that game with somebody. Don't play them games with me. Like your friend, you don't play. You don't do that with your somebody who your friend. You know, like you don't. I done been into it with plenty of friends, whether it was big, small, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's so many people like that I've had encounters with that I would never speak to again. But I still respect them. Even like assistants that I had, like, you know, somebody that's like inside the house, you don't go and do that. You know, so once you play that game, it's hurtful. And then on top of that, it's just kind of like,
I do have to ask you this quick.
Damn.
like, damn, what you was on? Now you got me over here like, hey, what else you trying to do over there? So no, absolutely no room for that. We will never, ever in life ever be cool again.
Ooh.
Never, no matter the circumstances, no matter like, it's nothing in this world that can make me be like, I should reach out.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Wow.
No, absolutely not.
That's so sad because you know we used to love seeing.
I know it was such a good era, such a good time. Like I still like appreciate the friendship, you know, for what it was when it was, and I like it. Just is what it is. It was like it was great. It was beautiful. I love that I had a bomb time with him, you know, but that shit is over as fuck.
Okay.
So over. Like, damn, what you was on?
He played himself.
Opportunist. Because this has been a conversation since this is
I feel like in the moment I felt like he was such a real friend. It's so hard even now like to really be like he never cared about me, like he only wanted like a game.
Right.
Like because I feel like in them moments, and I don't know, maybe I'm just like a soft, but it's just like in them moments in the time that we spent together, it was like I felt like it was genuine, but then it's like times where it makes me think about certain times and certain things that was said, or like it's kind of like, damn, was this like a motive, or you know, maybe it wasn't to fall out in the end, but were you like playing on me so you could get a game for yourself in the end? Which I feel like I'm the type of person, I truly believe that everybody is put on this earth to use each other, not misuse each other, but everybody has to use each other in some way, you know? And I feel like I always want anybody that's around me, if I can help, I'm down. Like, you know, I'm game. Let me
an opportunist. Because this has been a conversation.
You know, like what you want to do, how you want to play it. Like if I love you and I do, that's just the type of person that I am. But I feel like definitely how it all played out, it made me feel like it was opportunist vibes. Like damn, like I don't know, was I blind? I don't know. But I did, like I said, I feel like at the end of moments, like the time that we spent, I think that he changed. I feel like in the beginning it was very genuine. And I feel like more towards, once you see what you're around, you kind of want to be that. Yeah. You want that for yourself. And it's like you start to not be so happy for them because you feel like you right here. So it's like, why can't I be right there? Like I'm so close. Why can't I have this? You know, and you start to like, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like what you want.
I think that's messed up. You know, when she says that she'll never go to his funeral, like she done, like that is crazy. Like I understand some people write you off like that. I'm like, damn, is she a Scorpio or something? Like, ah, dang, she ain't playing. But I think she had it right. You know, I think that as he watched her grow, he wanted that too. So I think people can be a bit envious of your growth, but at the same time, I feel like he may have had people in his ear, making him question the friendship that he had with her and the genuineness and everything that, you know, she may have had for him. So I definitely think that. And if you did have people in your head, child, they definitely psyched you out your spot, okay? But let us get into what he says about him and Ari.
We standing 10 toes on it. The diss track. We did get a little insight of you in the studio this week. How's the diss track going?
Which one? Well,
Not which
if
one.
you really ask me, like people blew it out of proportion. It's just not really a diss
Okay.
track. It's not. It's um cover art.
Cover
It's
art.
some nice cover art. It ain't no. It's not a diss track. What did I diss? I dissed her and said what?
He missed his
What
friend.
did I diss her and say? I'm not gonna lie to you.
So do you really
A,
feel
a,
she didn't
a,
give you the money?
okay, let's get into it. You feel like she gave it to me from
I'm
your
not
perspective?
talking about how
No,
I'm
no, no.
asking
I'm
what
I'm saying as
people
a viewer,
yeah.
from your
Hmm.
perspective, you feel like she gave me the money.
I am not a viewer. But yes, from the viewer's perspective, they are saying, okay,
That bitch said,
she's
I'm not a
standing 10
viewer.
toes on. They feel like she gave you the money and
Okay.
there
So
was
the
like
thing,
an issue with it from party.
so the narrative is she gave me the money. Um, I'm on drugs and she wanted to give the money to the car people, but because I didn't. It's it's hey, I'm on
Okay.
drugs. I've never done a hard drug a day in my life ever. I've never done no hard pills, no I never nothing. I've never done no Percocet, I've never done no coke, I've never done crack,
Mm-hmm.
needles, none of that. Occasionally a shroom. Oh, now I am adding weed. I am adding weed to my breast smoke line. So I have been in my edible bag, and
They feel like she. Do you now realize you shouldn't have went public when y'all could have talked?
no.
He
The
went
thing is, do I
public.
give? I didn't care. Okay. Let me just say this. Anybody that knows me know that I'm coming to you first. I'm not. That wasn't my first time. She hearing about and none of that would. So it's like, yeah, girl, go on
Mm.
ahead. I don't care nothing about that. No, no, I don't wish. No,
So no regrets.
nope,
Oh,
not
okay.
yet.
Not yet. Do you now realize you shouldn't have went public when y'all could have talked?
No, the thing is, do I give? I didn't care. I okay. Let me just say this. And then you said, oh, so she gave the money. The if you just listen to how the storyline and then you listen to what they say now,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I sent the money to the car people. First of all, you could tell anybody with eyes could see that during the time she said she sent the money, she's like laughing about it. Like it's like, oh, I sent the money to the car people. I sent the people a big down payment. I did. If you did that, why would I come? First of all, the 20,000 was chopped from 20 to 10. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If you sent the money to the people, would I come and say, hey, she didn't send me no money? Like, what's the purpose of that?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to lie about. I don't have to lie about nobody sending no money like that. That stupid. Like,
Okay.
but she know though, so it ain't. I ain't. And then you said
Have as a friend, like with me spitting at him, I know that that's wrong. But I wasn't spitting at him to spit on him. I was spitting like because I'm so frustrated. Like you're frustrating at me. Tucson tried to get a car. I sent a wire directly from my account to the dealership. His application or whatever he was doing, it failed because his credit is really bad. So in his head, he's probably like, oh, and she not gonna give me the money. But it's crazy because I sent that money from my business account. While you got the world thinking I owe you something, no, idiot. But you left that part of the story out. That's weird.
it.
Child, this right here is a damn mess with the both of them, honey. I don't know what else to say. I'm leaning more towards believing Ari on this. I don't know what the hell they got going on, but I just, I think he probably was doing something he had no business doing and all of that. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. Let me know how y'all feeling about this Tucson and Ari situation and whether you feel like she should have just get a man the money. Because if you saying it's a gift, just give it to him. It's a gift. But I'm like, if you doing something that was like, illegal or whatever the case was, I ain't trying to be tied to that shit. High key. But either way. Good luck. Leave your thoughts and comments down below, honey. That is all that I have for you guys at this time. I am Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jami, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.